Linux Mint versus Ubuntu versus Pop! OS. Three of the most popular Linux distributions. But which one should you actually install? In this honest review, we're comparing features, performance, ease of use, and customization to help you decide the best OS for your needs. So let's start with Linux Mint. Linux Mint is one of the most beginner-friendly Linux distros out there, and it's often the first recommendation for Windows switchers. Built on top of Ubuntu, Mint focuses on simplicity, stability, and a classic desktop experience. It comes in three flavors: Cinnamon, Matte, and XFCE, with Cinnamon being a flagship edition. Mint includes essential software out of the box, like LibreOffice, Firefox, and Timeshift for backups. Its UI closely resembles traditional Windows, which makes it instantly familiar to many users. Plus, it's known for being lightweight and efficient even on older hardware, which makes it a great choice for reviving aging computers. Ubuntu is perhaps the most well-known Linux distribution. Backed by Canonical, it offers a polished GNOME-based interface, frequent updates, and a huge support community. It's designed for everyone, from hobbyists to enterprise users, and serves as the base for many other Linux distros, including Mint itself. Ubuntu provides access to the latest Linux tools and packages, snap support, and a software center that resembles an app store. While its interface is a bit different from Windows, it offers a modern, minimal experience ideal for productivity and development. It's also one of the most reliable choices for long-term support, receiving updates and security patches for up to 5 years. Pop! OS is a distro created by System76, a hardware company that also builds Linux-powered laptops and desktops. Pop! OS is based on Ubuntu, but it's tailored for power users, creators, and developers. The OS uses a custom GNOME-based interface with features like auto-tilting windows, out-of-the-box NVIDIA driver support, and keyboard shortcuts that boost workflow speeds. It's particularly loved by users in STEM, creative professionals, and coders. Pop! OS also supports hybrid graphic switching and recovery partition setups that makes maintenance easier. Its clean UI, excellent performance, and productivity-first philosophy make it stand out, especially on high-performance machines. And now for the feature comparisons. In terms of desktop environment, Linux Mint has a Cinnamon default environment. Ubuntu has GNOME, while Pop! OS has GNOME with cosmic tweaks. In terms of ease of use, Linux and Ubuntu win here. As Linux Mint is very friendly, Ubuntu is beginner-friendly but snap-centric, and Pop! OS is optimized for developers and power users. In terms of software management, Linux Mint has a Flatpak built-in with no snaps. Ubuntu is snap-heavy and limited Flatpak support. Pop! OS is Flatpak first with minimal snap integration. In terms of performance, Linux Mint is lightweight and stable. Ubuntu has moderate resource usage, and Pop! OS has fast GPU accelerated where possible. In terms of NVIDIA support, Pop! OS wins here as it is pre-installed with dedicated NVIDIA ISO. Linux Mint requires manual setup, and Ubuntu has an install option available. In terms of customization, Ubuntu wins here as it is highly customizable with GNOME extensions. For updated strategy, Pop! OS has balanced updates with dev productivity in mind. Ubuntu has regular with automatic updates, while Linux Mint is conservative and stability focused. Linux Mint targets new Linux users and Windows switchers, while Ubuntu targets general users and large community support. Pop! OS is for power users and creative professionals. And now for the pros and cons. For Linux Mint, it is very beginner friendly. Mint is extremely easy to navigate for those coming from Windows. The Cinnamon desktop feels familiar and doesn't overwhelm new users. It is stable and lightweight. It runs well even on older hardware, making it perfect for older laptops and desktops. The system rarely crashes, and updates are well tested. No snap by default. Unlike Ubuntu, Mint removes snap package support by default. This gives users more control and avoids potential performance issues associated with snap apps. However, Linux Mint has outdated software. Mint prioritizes stability over cutting-edge features, so some packages may be older. This might be a downside for users who want the latest version of software. Limited customization in Cinnamon. While user-friendly, Cinnamon doesn't have the deep tweakability of GNOME or KDE. Power users might find it limiting over time. Less mainstream support. Since it's not backed by a large company, official support channels are limited to community forums and online guides. And now for Ubuntu. Ubuntu has strong community and documentation. With years of history, Ubuntu is one of the largest Linux user communities. You almost always find a solution to your problem online. Modern interface. The GNOME desktop is sleek, minimal, and gets regular UI improvements. It's designed to be distraction free and ideal for productivity. LTS reliability. Long term support for releases receive consistent updates and security patches for up to 5 years, making it a reliable choice for businesses and developers. However, it has snap package controversy. Ubuntu aggressively pushes snap packages, which can be slower to launch and take up more space. Some users dislike the shift away from traditional .deb files. Higher system requirements. GNOME is heavier than Cinnamon or XFCE, so Ubuntu may not perform well on older or low-end hardware. Canonical decisions. Some Ubuntu changes, like including Amazon search in the past or the snap push, have frustrated the open source community. And now for Pop! OS. Pop! OS is optimized for performance. Pop! OS is fast, responsive, and handles heavy multitasking with ease. The auto-tiling feature is a game changer for productivity, great for the creators and developers. With pre-installed development tools and hybrid GPU support, it's built for people who code, edit, or render, NVIDIA drivers included. Unlike other distros, Pop! OS includes proprietary NVIDIA drivers out of the box, no post-install hassle. However, it has a smaller community. Pop! OS, while growing, doesn't have a large community or support network as Ubuntu or Mint. This can make troubleshooting a bit harder. Resource usage. Although smooth, Pop! OS isn't the lightest distro. It's best used on modern hardware with at least mid-range specs. No official KDE or XFCE support. Pop! OS is tightly integrated with GNOME, so users looking for other desktop environments may have to make manual tweaks or switch distros. And now for the real-world scenarios. For scenario 1, everyday productivity, Linux Mint shines with straightforward layout and pre-installed apps like LibreOffice, great for users writing documents or handling basic admin tasks. Ubuntu offers a modern, clean UI that works well with multitasking, plus easy app installation for the software center. Pop! OS takes a step further with auto-tiling, making it easy to juggle multiple windows, perfect for deep work. For scenario 2, development and programming, Ubuntu is often the go-to for developers due to its large community and broad package compatibility. Pop! OS edges ahead with built-in tools, GPU switching, and keyboard-friendly workflows, which make it excellent for programming. Mint supports most dev tools, but it's better suited for basic hobbies-level development. For scenario 3, design and creative work, Pop! OS with NVIDIA support and stability is a solid choice for creative tasks like video editing and 3D rendering. Ubuntu is also capable, especially with Flatpak or Snap versions of creative software. Mint, while usable, may lack optimized GPU support and performance for high-end creative tasks. So which one should you choose? If you're new to Linux or switching from Windows and want something familiar, stable, and easy to use, Linux Mint is your best bet. If you want a reliable, well-supported system that works out of the box for most users and has a strong community backing, Ubuntu remains a solid middle ground. If you're a developer, power user, or creative professional looking for maximum productivity, GPU support, and performance, go with Pop! OS. Ultimately, it comes down to your use of case. The good news? All three are free to try, and dual booting is an option if you're curious about testing multiple. And that's been a comparison between Linux Mint, Ubuntu, and Pop! OS. Which software are you using? Let us know in the comments. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest reviews. And see you in the next video.